Right, so here we are at Knot End, just on the slipway. That's Haitian Power Station over there, right in the distance. This is Morecambe Bay. That's Fleetwood, where you get the ferry across, and this is the Wyre estuary. And near here, there's an ancient hall called PARROX Hall, and it was occupied by a family called the Butlers. They were like well-known Catholic sympathisers and royalists, and they occupied it from 1456 for the next 200 years. And they were known as recusants. They refused to acknowledge the monarch as the head of the Church of England, and this was a treasonable offence at the time. And apparently Shakespeare knew him and visited him there. But anyway, in 1643, the Santa Ana, a Spanish ship, a 26-gun frigate of the Dunkirk squadron, ran aground off Rossall, which is down that way past Fleetwood. And he was helped into the Wyre here by a local man, and it was civil war at this time, so obviously military manoeuvres started happening. And the Earl of Derby rode north across the Ribble at Freckleton with a force of cavalry to take the ship, but Major Sparrow of the Parliamentary force, to avoid Derby, rode up the east side of the Wyre from the ford at Shard to HACKENSALL Hall, which is also near here. And from HACKENSALL Hall they could only watch as the royalists burnt the ship. So anyway, the Spanish officers were eventually repatriated after a bit, but the crew were just disarmed and left to fend for themselves, and no one knows what happened to them. And then after that, in August 1651, another dramatic event occurred near here. The Earl of Derby again led an army of Manx soldiers, because he was the Lord of Man, I think he was called, and he was probably expecting a friendly welcome from royalist sympathisers. And he landed on Pre-Soul Sands in 7 ships, and then he marched south in an ill-fated attempt to put Charles II on the throne. The sailors were left around Pre-Soul drinking. They were under the command of Captain Cottrell, who would have been billeted at PARROX Hall because it was the most important house around. He would have found a warm welcome there, due to him being like a Catholic and that. Anyway, Cromwell sent an army to seize the ships and the sailors, and Catterall was taken to York and hanged as a traitor. And they know that there was a battle at PARROX Hall because they unearthed loads of musket balls in the 20th century, because apparently the chickens at the farm were scratching in the ground and unearthed all the musket balls. So yeah, that's what I'm going to try and show you today, at PARROX Hall. So this is Knot End, the main drag through Knot End. Got butchers, bakers, deli, barbers, everything you need really. Spa down there. And there's a pub up there as well. So I just thought I'd show you these cottages as well. Lovely little cottages. Got this one here. These are old. One there, and then there's some more down there. They've got their own jetty. And over there is ICI on the other bank. But I think this is the footpath here to take me to that, to one of the halls I need to go to. But it goes right across the golf course. This is HACKENSALL Hall. This must be all the grounds of it. Wow, this must be the stables. Look how old that is. This is the back end of the HACKENSALL Hall stables. This would have been where they kept the horses and that when the officers came to stay. All the important gentlemen. So this path apparently ends up back on the estuary, the Wyre estuary. So I'm gonna go and have a look at PARROX now. Main track carries up down here as well, past the church and that. And then there's the little library at HACKENSALL Hall is over there in that forest. And then if you carry on down here you get to Pilling. Got to have a vape shop though, haven't you? Alright, so here's the church at that end. Nice little church with some nice grounds. Church of England, because the Catholic church was down further down that way, back there, and then they had a Methodist church as well. So this is the Church of England one. Can't see no graves though. Maybe they're at the back. And then there's a nice war memorial down here, which I'll show you in a minute. Yeah, so this is the war memorial at Hall and that end. Second World War one. Let's have a look up here. You should be able to see PARROX Hall from up here. Yeah, it's the Hall memorial. Because there is one for that end, but it's smaller than this one. That's the farm. Because I used to do the bins here. I used to do the bins at that farm, and then the hall is through them trees there. That's PARROX Hall there, through them trees. Right, so this is the hall here. This is PARROX Hall. This is as close as I'm gonna get to it, I think. It was a mission just to get to here. you get to see it as if you were doing like delivering mail or doing the bins there like I used to do. Let's see if I can get a bit closer though. Here's the driveway. That's the gates for it. There it is there. That's the whole yeah, so this is the gatehouse of PARROX Hall, and that's the main driveway. You can see by the gate posts. Just waiting for these cars to move so I can get a proper shot of it. Nice driveway though, isn't it? Yeah, you can't see it because of the trees. That's it there, fruit trees. I don't really want to go any closer, but that's PARROX Hall there. And there's a public footpath here. I wouldn't mind doing metal detecting around here. So apparently there's a battle fought around here in the English Civil War. There's another shot of PARROX Hall. That's from the front. See that hare there? Running. He stood still now. There's that farm. That was at the other side of before. I'll go and show you the driveway. And then this is Pre-Soul village, the old post office, and there's the Black Bull. There used to be two pubs in this village. One was called the Saracen's Head, that building there. Well, that's shut a few years ago now. Oh, there's the Saracen's Head. Let's go and have a look at it. I never noticed that. This village warrants a whole video on its own because it's just such a nice village. Look at that, 1750 that was built. Let's go and have a look at this Saracen's Head. That's the head from the pub, the old Saracen's Head. And then the school's at the top of that lane. And it's just a nice little village. And then the River Wyre's down that way. That ends down that way. You can tell it's an old village though, can't you? Dodgy corners across all this, and then that's down there is where the old salt mines were. There used to be salt mines in Pre-Soul. That's where they were, down there. I'm gonna do a video about them, those salt mines. If you go on that, I can't remember his name now. I'll put the guy's name in the description, his channel. He does a video about the old salt mines in Pre-Soul. They're all protesting about a quarry being built. Look at that for an old street as well, Mill Street. Yeah, they're all protesting about a quarry being built in Pre-Soul, and they don't want it. It's on the Facebook group, I think. Look at that for a view though. You've got the Pennines down that way, and Cockerham, Sands and that. And then there you've got the Wyre estuary. What a lovely place to live. So yeah, down that cart gate, we'll go take you to Scorton and that. And Win Marley. And then I'm going home this way to Blackpool, and then that way's Not End.